for us. And I mean, once again, we're seeing here another grand finals where they both meet again. And Shogun has something to prove though. He did lose in the game 5, but we're here in another fresh best of 5 set, and Shogun has a tall task ahead of him. He has to beat Kappa, not in one best of 5, but another best of 5. 2 best of 5s he has to beat him in if he wants to win this tournament here. Can Shogun do it, William? Do you believe in Shogun?
I believe in Shogun. I have since the very beginning. Kappa is playing out of his mind, but I can't just switch up halfway through. I gotta stick with Shogun.
Yeah, you know what? I agree with you here, but it would definitely be amazing to see Shogun win, but I'm rooting for Kappa here, to be honest, because Kappa does have the upper hand. I mean, record-wise, Kappa already beat Shogun, and he's did an amazing job. I believe that last game 5, it was a 2 stock coming in from Kappa here. And I think when it comes to the Ditto overall, Kappa has already proven that he's maybe just a better Mordex player between both of them. And it could definitely be seen in the levels and all of that. And I guess really Shogun picking up this Mordex, it has been a recent pickup as well. So it hasn't been something that he's been constantly playing, whilst you compare that to Kappa, who's been constantly playing this Mordex pick, and you can see that in the levels. But getting back to the game here, no surprise, game number 1, it's even as can be. Health is matching up, everything's matching up, even the skins are matching up. It's anybody's game to win here, but we're waiting for the first stocks to fall here, and I don't know who's it going to be. It could be Shogun, it could be Kappa here, but it's all coming down to who's going to be getting that first blow in here. Kappa gets it. DI into recovery, leads to the KO, and has the options of weapon. Going to be sticking with the side here.
Something I would like to point out about something you said earlier.
Yeah.
Is you mentioned about how Kappa did win in the winner's side, but I would like to point out that we learned that really doesn't mean anything from seeing how close that Vex was to being able to take it back from Shogun after Shogun 3-0'd in the winner's side. So, literally, Shogun could easily take this back here, especially because Shogun has been getting a lot of momentum, able to play more games than Kappa here.
Right.
Kappa's just been sitting and waiting, while Shogun has been able to get the hits out, get ready for it.
Yeah, I mean, good call out there. I mean, Shogun has been warmed up. He has been, he just came out of the set hot from Vex. He reverse 3-0'd him, basically. Yeah, he did reverse 3-0 him. He reverse 3-0'd him in a set count. And I mean, Shogun has been hot here. And if anything, Shogun is warmed up. He has been practicing this Mordex throughout the Vex set and throughout today's tournament. And I mean, he's fought Kappa already, and the games have been close. But I still think Kappa has the upper hand, because, I mean, track record-wise, Kappa just, he has definitely, I think, a better Mordex compared to Shogun. And once again, like I said, you have to go through 2 best of 5s in order to win this. That's going to be a tough task, especially against Kappa, because Kappa could afford to lose this best of 5, push it to the reset, and could just still 3-0 Shogun here. But it really just comes down to how these players perform within the set here. And right now, once again, same like the first stocks, same like the second stocks, even, and we're waiting for the KOing blow here, coming in for both sides. But right now, Kappa is controlling stage. He gets the end line, but nothing more. Shogun's on the edge right now. Kind of beats him out. He waits for Kappa to try to move. He gets a recovery, gets back on stage, but no weapon spawners yet. Kappa gets a nice gauntlets. He gets the Seer. He's looking for the KO though, an end light, and that sends in KOs, and now has the options of weapons, and probably going to be sticking with the side. It seems like Kappa's game plan is clean and cut out. Get the damage on the side, get the KO on the gauntlets. Kappa though goes down to his last stock, and Shogun brings this back even as can be. Even as can be, William.
It literally is neck to neck this whole way through. We thought that the very first game of this top 4, where it was these 2, was neck to neck. We were not ready for this. It has literally come full circle, and it's more neck to neck than ever. Except here, Kappa does have a really good damage lead now, after building up a lot of damage. But Shogun could take this back, picked up the gauntlets, which, as we remember from before, Shogun is better on the gauntlets against Kappa.
Yeah. It's definitely, when it comes to between the 2 weapons, between the Scythe and Gauntlets, Shogun definitely favors the Gauntlets more. But we're seeing here a Gauntlets hitter, and Kappa is able to get that stock, get to KO, and also clean game number 1. Amazing work coming in from Kappa. he's going to be putting himself up on the board 1-0.
All right, we are going to be going into it. We're going to be going into game 2 for Shogun versus Kappa. Kappa is in the lead.
Ooh.
Oh, Shogun is switching to the Ahsoka Tano. We are no longer having a Mordex mirror match.
Yeah, so it seems like maybe, you know, Shogun woke up a little bit and he's like, you know what, man, I accept you, man. You are my, you're the best. You know what, you can take the title for the best Mordex in Spur Kingdom, man. You can take that. That title's all yours. Let me try out this Ahsoka Tano here. Let me see how it does against you. And this Shogun Tano is definitely an interesting pick because we don't, I mean, I haven't seen an Azuri come out from him here, but he has the crossover, so meaning he probably played it a little bit. But let's see how the Katars and a sword does here for Shogun here, and maybe that's the key that he needs. Oh my goodness, maybe that's the key that he needs here to take a set here against Kappa. I mean, a game against Kappa, but my goodness, he goes for the ground pound! He gets it there, and that's the stock! That's the stock, it's gone!
Oh my goodness!
William, what did we just witness?
Kappa's favor, and then it looked like it was going in Shogun's favor. I have no idea what's happening. Welcome to brawlhalla, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, what an amazing, I guess, start off for this game number 2, where Kappa was controlling it with the side, and Shogun just with 2 moves is able to tie this game around. And it seems like this Ahsoka Tano pick is working out for him right now, as he's able to still hold his first stock and able to build up some nice damage on Kappa's second stock, and that's what you read right now. This tournament has been a battle of who can control the leads the most, and that's really, when it comes down to tournaments, that's what it comes down to, is who can manage their leads and hold the lead as much as possible and hold their stocks as well. It's really, it's kind of the name of the game. It's whoever can hold their stocks as much as possible and as long as possible whilst inputting as much as damage as you can. And Shogun is doing just that right now, as he's able to hold his first stock and build up amazing damage right now on his second stock against Kappa.
Holy. Kappa is in orange here, while Shogun just got on his second stock. So this game is definitely in Shogun's favor. Sorry, I am I'm conjumbled by that play from Shogun earlier. I'm still trying to recover.
Yeah, Shogun was looking for another one. You see he went for the ground pounder. He was looking to catch Kappa off guard. But Kappa, he is in KOing percentage right now. But Kappa, he has a scythe in hand. And he's looking to build up the damage on Shogun and bring back a lead for himself. And he's getting some nice consecutive hits in here. But Shogun answers back. He's currently weaponless though. But Kappa has the gauntlets in hand. Gets a nice 2-piece combo and currently weapon-starving Shogun at the moment. Kappa, though, he has a scythe in hand, goes for the side sig, gets a nice end line, nothing more. Has the free weapon on the field here, but Shogun picks it up. It's going to be the Katars. Down sig doesn't hit from Kappa, though. But the end line into the recovery didn't hit, but the down sig from Shogun leads to the KO, and that's a second stock gone here from Kappa. But Kappa did an amazing job, even though that Shogun had such a sizable lead on Kappa. Kappa was able to bring back that second stock, turned it from white straight to red, and now the lead that Shogun had before, it's slowly diminishing, and Kappa could definitely bring this one back if he gets a nice KOing blow here. But Shogun with the Katars is definitely something you gotta be careful of, especially Katars in general, a weapon that can build up so much damage as quickly as possible. And I mean, the hits, you can get so much consecutive hits. But Kappa is able to get a nice 2-piece combo, gets the KO, and yeah, that's gonna be tying up the stock count.
I'm gonna need Shogun to teach me guitars after this, but anyway, Kappa is in orange here. Shogun is bringing this back after the impressive game 1 from Kappa, but Kappa is answering back until the side air from Shogun is able to finish that off, and we are going to a game 3 with a score of 1-1 in our grand finals from Shogun versus Kappa. Holy.
Holy indeed, William. I mean, rightfully said. That was such a crazy game. You can see there, I mean, you can see Kappa's second stock was definitely kind of the star of the show. He definitely held that second stock for as much as he can there. Whilst you can see kind of the last stock, I think, from Shogun. I mean, Shogun, they both played so phenomenal, and seeing this swap here made from Shogun was definitely, I think the Shokotano was definitely needed in order to bring this game back to an even slate. And definitely you don't want to be with that Ditto, and that's where Shogun realized that when it comes to the Ditto, I mean, you went through one best of 5 set already, and I think you learned your lesson here in Shogun switching off to this Azuri now, this Shokotano. It's definitely working out for him, and you can see that he's able to take that game. But starting off in its game number 3, Kappa is controlling this one, and it's looking like it's Kappa's game to win here. As he gets that nice silent into recovery, leads to the KO, and that's a pretty early KO, about 30 seconds into the game, and another stock, and the first stock is already fallen from Shogun. If I'm Shogun right now, I'd be concerned because the health that Kappa's at right now on his first stock, he's almost had, actually he has a full stock lead right now on Shogun. And that's concerning right now, especially because you have to reset it, and you have to reset this bracket if you want to win it. It seems like, does Kappa already have this Shokotano pick figured out from Shogun?
Maybe, but but Shogun is still playing like a beast here, and is not down for the count just yet. Able to get these hits in, is not letting this next stock be gone just yet. But as I say, that caster's curse kicks in. Yep, I called it.
Yeah, and it seems like I said, Kappa maybe has this Shokotano pick figured out, and you know, maybe we might be seeing a swap here coming in from Shogun in the next game here, because if Kappa wins this, he puts Shogun on match point, and to be match point in the grand final side where you're on you already lost a set against Kappa, and you're coming from an elimination bracket in the grand finals, that's not something you want, because you have to reverse, you have to win 2 games back to back, and you also have to push it to the reset where you have to win that against Kappa. And right now, Shogun gets a nice 2-piece combo, and that was honestly really risky, because if Kappa had turned that around, that would have been the stock already gone. But I mean, you gotta pull risky plays in desperate moments right now, and you're definitely seeing the desperation coming out from Shogun, where you're on your last stock here, and you have to take out 2 fresh stocks from Kappa. Is it doable, William? Do we still believe in Shogun to bring this one back?
Oh.
Sadly,
All right.
that's not the case.
Game 4, 2-1 in Kappa's favor. Did Shogun run out of options there?
I believe so. That's why you see me kind of just, he steered off back to the into the void, and yeah, I mean, we're seeing definitely a swap of picks here. We're going to be seeing back. He's going to be going back to Old Reliable, sticking back to the Mordex here, and I mean, let's see how this serves him, because I'd say, I mean, the Mordex, it didn't work out really. It really didn't work out for him in the games, but it was definitely closer compared to that last game that we saw. But I mean, I guess he's going back to what he knows, right? It only makes sense.
I'd say the difference of why Ahsoka worked out in that game where he won it was because when Kappa went up in the top left corner, wasted all those options, and Shogun just let it happen to then use the Katars and sword to get Gimps afterwards. And that was what took it there. But Kappa stopped going for that, so Ahsoka stopped working out. That's what I noticed.
Yeah, that's a very good call out there. And, something that's not working out is definitely this Mordex here, because you're seeing already starting off in this game 4. Once again, 30 seconds into the game, and Shogun is found in a position where he's already on a second stock, and almost a full stock lead is already being built here. It's honestly a repeat of game at number 3 that we're seeing, where Kappa is building such a crazy lead, and it's, I mean, man, what does Shogun even do here at this point? Yeah, right now, I mean, Kappa already able to take the second stock out, and it's not looking good, William, right now, because in the Mordex Ditto, once again, Shogun is having a hard time in order to really just find anything, big on Kappa. He's unable to find a first stock. He's unable to find anything huge. And once again, Kappa, he's showing us right now why he is the Mordex GOAT of Spring Realm, and
that's the tournament. Kappa wins.
What a way
Wow.
to end the tournament with a 3 stock.
Whoa. amazing plays from both of these players and everyone that was involved in the top four. Everyone played out of their minds, but Kappa was in the end the one to bring it home and become the Spirit Royale 1 champion for the EU.